Hello and welcome to another episode of Soap Goes to the Oscars. This is number 155. I'm recording on March 6th, 2026. And yesterday, March 5th, I watched Great Expectations. This was available on HBO Max. So it was $0. And this is the first movie of the 1947 nominees that I've watched. So this was the 20th ceremony, still calling it Best Motion Picture. And the ceremony date was March 20th, 1948, almost 80 years ago. I'm still recovering from COVID, and pretty much on a daily basis, my voice starts to go out towards the end of the workday and usually continues on through the night. I'm recording this at almost 11 p.m. just to get these. I actually watched two movies over the last 2 days, so I'm trying to get these recorded. So forgive my voice, but also because of my voice, I'm probably going to try to keep these pretty short. So, Great Expectations is a 1946 British drama film directed by David Lean, based on the 1861 novel by Charles Dickens, starring John Mills and Valerie Hobson. Supporting cast includes Bernard Miles, Francis L. Sullivan, Anthony Wagner, Gene Simmons, Finlay Curry, Martita Hunt, and Alec Guinness. Oh, I saw him in IMDb, but I do not remember who he was. Must have been very young. The script was based on a slimmed down version of Dickens' novel. It was written by David Lean, Anthony Havelock Allen, Cecil McGivern, Ronald Name, and Kay Walsh. After Lean had seen an abridged 1939 stage version of the novel written by Alec Guinness. In the stage version, Guinness had played Herbert Pocket while Martita Hunt played Miss Havisham, roles that they reprised for the film. Oh, was he his roommate? Holy crap. Yeah, he was in pretty heavily in the whole movie. I did not know that was Alec Guinness. However, the film was not a strict adaptation of the play. The film was produced by Ronald Name and photographed by Guy Green. It was the first of two Lean films directed based on Dickens' novels, the other being his 1948 adaptation of Oliver Twist. Produced by Anthony Havelock Allen and Ronald Name. Cinematography, Guy Green. Edited by Jack Harris. Music by Walter Goer. Production company, Cineguild. Distributed by General Film Distributors. Release date December 16th, 1946. The runtime of 118 minutes. So that was in England. IMDb does list as released in 1946, but it has a 1947 release date, which is probably the US release, which is why it was nominated for the 1947 Oscars. There's not a ton in Wikipedia here, but I'm not going to read any of it. Again, just in the interest of time. I will say it was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, and it won 2. One for Best Cinematography, Black and White, Best Art Direction, Set Decoration, Black and White, nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Writing Screenplay. So this one started, and I've mentioned before, like some of these movies just are like sort of stuffy British dramas. And this one kind of started out that way. But I will say that by the end of it, I had quite enjoyed it. It was a pretty good adaptation. I've seen like the 1998 remake with Ethan Hawke and Gwyneth Paltrow. I remember almost nothing of it. And, this was probably slightly different anyway. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff in it. The old lady, Miss Havisham, just like burns up at one point. And, it's probably in the book, but it was just kind of crazy to see it. But she just caught on fire, just burned up. It was like in Sims when your character just starts blazing. Yeah, I really, what did I give this one? I gave it, I didn't think it was perfect. It was a little slow at times, maybe. It's almost 2 hours. I gave it 3.5 stars though. So it was pretty good. Everybody was good in it. And even like the kids in the beginning, they were pretty good as well. So it was a good cast all around. And obviously, David Lean is known as a good director. Film is now regarded as one of Lean's best, according to Wikipedia. named the fifth greatest British film of all time. Yeah, I mean, not perfect to me, but maybe just, it was a little stuffy and British and slow at times, but overall pretty good. I know I'm rambling now. It's late and I'm tired. So I'm just going to keep this one extra short and leave it there and say good start to the 1947 Oscar nominees. Great expectations, 3.5 stars. See you next time.